What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to the channel. We're jumping in with some solo leveling Arise content today, specifically going over the update details for 7.10. So let's jump right on in, and without further delay, let's talk about it. Pretty excited about the overall direction that solo leveling Arise is going. The developers are so great that they're, the communication that they have with the player base and the ability to adapt and make changes has been phenomenal, and it's made playing the game a joy, and investing in the game a joy as well. So let's jump right on in and look at some of the major updates that we have. So new content. We've got a new SSR Hunter inside the game. Yes, she joins the game. Excuse me, that was not what I was trying to pull up. We've got the new SSR Hunter, the glorious model. Soohyun basically joined the game. She's a fire attribute mage. I'm not exactly so keen on the characters, her update coming to the game right now. It seems a little ill-timed. I can't remember from the roadmap as I record this video, and I didn't take the time to look back at it, but I don't see any place for her basically right now. Everybody's really invested in the workshop of Brilliant Light and try to obtain the costumes and things like that for there. So I think, like, for some reason, for me, I think, like, if you're a free-to-play player, this is sort of a pass, you know what I mean? Now they have a number of events basically supporting Soohyun basically inside the game, so we'll go over those a little bit later as we come through. But know that her rate up event is basically going on in the shop, so she's available there. If you go over to the custom draw, you'll notice that Alicia Blanche has been added into the custom draw spot, and also notice to the right we've got the new weapon Phoenix Soul, which is a Sun Jin Woo weapon that's been added to the game. It's a fire-based weapon. Another thing that I'm not like is essentially hard pressed to go on. I'll make individual videos about the both of these characters, but I want to give you the idea that it's been added to the game. It looked like a pretty powerful weapon in terms of the that's there, so not complaining necessarily about that. So we also have some new costumes that have basically been added for some of the characters. Seo Jiwoo's new costume particularly, so she's basically been added to the game with a new costume. Look inside there, which is her Seaside Spirit beach uniform. So if you like that sort of thing, have at it. I prefer this uniform. Like, that's just me. I prefer that uniform. Sorry guys, it's just that's my preference. Outside of that, the new character also has a new uniform that you can purchase inside the shop. So if you're looking for that uniform, go over to the costumes tab inside the special features, and you'll notice that there's a racing girl costume for you. So you can purchase this for $21.99. It includes the costume, gives you some rate up draw tickets, 2 of the Hunter exclusive designs, her profile picture, and an exclusive frame inside here. To be perfectly honest, like, the costumes in here, like, I enjoy and appreciate the fact that they're pretty much just cosmetic. The value on the $21.99 for the costumes, like, this isn't necessarily my look, my thing. I don't think I need this costume, and you're basically weighting the value, because, like, the custom draw tickets are worth probably at least maybe like half of that, but the rest of this is basically $10 worth. You got to give guys credit for something. They're giving you it's not bad. I've purchased the previous uniform. I'm stuck on this one because I know Gogun, he is coming, and I'm not like excited about basically like passing up on that character. Essentially, we do got some other uniforms for the characters. So inside of the season pass that they now have going on, the new Hunters pass that's available, you'll notice that Lee Bora has a costume in here, the Cruel Fortune. You do have to activate the deluxe pass in order to unlock this, so it's $18.99. You will get 54 of the rate up summon tickets over the course of that, and then you'll also get some of the blessings as well in there. So this is highly worth it to me. And then for $1,500, the new Premium Hunter pass is available for you as well. I don't necessarily think that is a bad pass at all, so like, check it out if that's what you want to. We also have another new uniform for another Hunter, one that I did not expect until we got word of it, so it's not like I didn't expect it completely. But Park Hee Jin has received a new uniform called the Secretive Gaze. Now you have to unlock this through the Hunter Archive mission. So if you go over here and you take a look at Park Hee Jin, you'll notice that the rewards are basically in the shop right here. here. So they've added this new secret library system. After you complete the Hunter Archive, you can basically earn points from completing the secret archive missions, and they've got some pretty decent rewards in here. Notice there's a new Hunter exclusive weapon design ticket as an SR Hunter exclusive weapon design tickets. So they've added some of the SR Hunters, SR weapons inside the game, which is really good overall. And then you'll notice over here at the last bit, level 15, you can unlock Parkeejan's uniform. They've got some other sweet items available for you as well, along with some custom and some rate up tickets. So I find this to be, you know, worth it. I think it's a pretty good one overall. So those are all the new uniforms that have been added. So up next, they've also added new additions to the battlefield of trials. So there are new stages basically for you to accomplish inside of here. Just basically go get them challenges, man. Like, they're doing so much to make sure that they're staying on top of the content, and I'm loving it. I'm not mad at it. You notice they even added some design changes inside of this. Like the UI layout is a little bit changed. We've got the new thing up here where we can just switch back and forth between these things. This is pretty freaking cool. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I think it's cool. I need to invest some time in this. I really haven't, but you know, this is basically player hunter mode. So if you haven't been doing it, start unlocking those chapters, get after it specifically. So really good thing. Something that I'm really thankful for that they've added to the game, that I, you know, besides the secret library, is the Hunter archive stories. So if you go inside the Hunter, the archive missions for those stories, you'll notice that some of these hunters now, they have like, I don't know if this was there before, and maybe I just didn't notice it, but like, you'll notice that there's Hunter origin stories inside there, and they're basically done in the vein of the Manhwa from Solo Leveling Arise. And they're basically like, it's crazy because these fill out the game world, not only the game world and introduction, but it almost fills out the story. Because one of the chief complaints about Solo Leveling Arise, the Manhwa, was how little of the world that we really got, and the introduction of potential hunters around the world. And I think this is like really great, not only for the game, but for the anime itself. Like, the game is doing something that the anime just didn't take the time to do, which is build on the world. And so things fit really conveniently in terms of that. There's space basically for the game to grow. Now, I would like to see you know, a lot less emphasis on just giving me so many female characters, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, guys. You gotta do what you gotta do. So over here, don't forget that like I pointed out the hunting weapons for you. You can now craft those SR exclusive weapons in the game. So you notice that King Tai-shek, Song Chiu, Lee Ju-hee, Kim Sang-shik, and Nam Chae-young all have their Hunter exclusive weapons available for you inside the game to craft. Notice for the SR characters, it does require a different design, but you're still using the same power crystal manas inside there, and you need these mana rocks basically to do their weapons. A little bit different from the ones that are available to you in the game. Notice that the overdrive weapon for the new character is available here for you to craft. We'll go over that one in a little bit in another video, excuse me, but these weapons are available. So it's nice that they've added these SRs, because I feel like one of the things that I really appreciate Painblade has done inside his videos is shown that you can complete the game even with some of the SR characters. I know he's created another account when he wants to be able to show that you can complete the game with the rare characters, which is, that's going to be nuts to see. But yeah, I really appreciate what they're doing here. Notice as well that they've added some crafting abilities inside here, so you can craft legendary blessing stones refinements now. So you can refine a legendary blessing stone, and then the same thing here for the skill rune stone. These are going to require essence stones at 1,000, so it's not bad, but you can use your melding cubes in order to craft these mana rocks. Now, if you've got a good tier list of SSR characters, I don't really see the point in you doing this and going back to those SR characters before you get to those SSR characters. So make sure you're crafting these SSR weapons, you know, before you get around to using these melding cubes and stuff like that for those. But yeah, so there you go. So we've got the summer event prelude check-in event that's going on, so pay attention to that one as well. Over here, you'll notice that we've got the Prelude event check-in, and the really great part about the Prelude check-in is essentially you've got the SSR weapon for God, I can't say him. the new character. I get the glamorous model. So you've got her new event inside there. So that's really good overall to basically have it. And then finally, you'll get some blessing stones as well. These items are really good basically for use anyways, right? Then we do have some new other events that are basically going on inside the event section. So the Lucky Capsule event has basically made a return. We've seen this one before with some of the other characters, where you can obtain at the end, you know, the hunter weapon for the exclusive Soohyun exclusive weapon inside here. I like this event because if you're really invested in it and you're playing, I usually get maybe 1 or 2 copies of that weapon from here. By getting the copies from the other place, I'm usually getting around like level 2, level 3 for the weapons, and that's pretty decent for me as well. We also have the growth tournament basically going for her, so you can acquire another copy of her weapon from there as well. So this is really good. Just acquiring the character, leveling up some characters inside the game will net you and boost you up inside there. And then we've got the growth weapon tournament inside here. I'm not exactly still pleased with these tournaments. I really wish they would remove them, revamp them, something, because they create a fear of missing out. Basically, you're playing with these, and I'm not a huge fan of them because it basically makes you hold on to like items so that way you're not leveling up, so that way you can't. So like I am guilty of it. Like if you go on my inventory shop, you'll notice there's like SSR, SR weapons that I haven't leveled up even though I have the resources, because I'm waiting for these events so that way I can earn the rewards, and without those I won't be able to earn the rewards. Are these rewards, you know, earth shattering in any way? No, not really, but I still want them, so kind of sucks, right? So that's one of the events going on. So I want you to pay attention to the fact that inside the custom draw as well, Alicia Blanche has been added. I did show you guys this already. Alicia Blanche has been added. Now that does get to the special summons, right? The special summons that they basically had still hasn't added the lineup for the character chat. I was a little disappointed in that because I have one of the tickets for the heroic, you know, the heroic association monthly basically inside here. So this doesn't take effect until the 16th, but the special summons is going to be redesigned so that way it's going to include like the SSR hunters, Alicia Blanche, Cha Hae-in, Silvermane Bakyun, and Choi Jung-in. They're going to be added. So those are all the previous SSR characters that basically been added, and then they're also going to add the Sung Jin Woo weapons, specifically Scotty and Moonshadow are going to make their appearance inside here as well, which is really good. So that's going to change. And then the support system is also going to change so that way basically every 5 summons that you do in here, you're going to have an increased chance to get a double SSR. So that's really good. I think that adds more value to the Hunter Association monthly that they're trying to sell, because you're going to get that special ticket and you get 30 chances instead of the 15 that your normal players do. So you're going to have an increased chance at double SSRs, and that's going to help you basically grow out your roster a little bit more. So that's really good. I'm really happy and excited about that one overall as well. So something else that they've done is they've improved the gym stats. So for instance, like your attack stat before at rank 3 it was like 1.50, now it's 1.75. I don't know a way to really show you guys this because the stats have basically been changed, so it's hard to show it to you. But basically you see here, like, you know, I have attack gym inside there, and now instead of that attack gym being 1.50, it's now 1.75, and then those numbers are going to increase for other ones. So like, you know, your farming that you're going is going to feel more impactful, I guess, maybe is what they were going for inside for the stat increases. All of those basically have been increased. So let's take a look back over here in the shop real quick. Notice that inside the shop we do have a discount ticket that is available for you right now. So you've got the 20% diamond discount coupon, so up to 2,000 diamonds off. This is really great. I really wish they would increase the time, but I get it. You know, it's like you still got to basically get people to spend and pay for something, but that 20% diamond discount coupon, use it, because some of the items inside the shop are really good. Specifically, like if you were gonna go purchase this costume, for instance, or something like that, you know, that could really come in handy in terms of, and they're really good at like giving out, you know, diamond discount coupons. So I really like that. Yeah, I think it's really good. So they also made some other content improvements. Specifically, if we go over to the workshop of the Brilliant Light, they have reduced the CP cost basically to go inside some of the stages inside here. So you notice it's 2,000, 350,000, and then over here it's still 350 to 500,000. But if you go inside the stages, they also decrease the HP of like the Cerberus boss, and they decrease the HP of the stage 25 floor 25 bosses as well. Not to mention Vulcan's they decreased his attack as well and decreased some of the other appearing monsters on those stages, so that should be good overall. They didn't decrease Vulcan's attack on the easy stage, so be aware of that. So they did increase, by the way, the Hunter Archive tickets. I forgot to point that out when I was in the Hunter Archive. They did increase the number of keys that you can hold from 3 to 5. I mean 3 to 10. So that's a really good thing, because one of the problems was like I was constantly hitting that mark before they essentially got to those levels. So thank God for that. Also, notice that inside of the gates, excuse me, not gates. Why did I talk about gates? I hate gates. Excuse me. Encore missions and your instance missions and your dungeon missions, basically they increase the number of skips that you could do from 4 to 8, but I believe that those multipliers have to be, they're only activated if the daily growth support benefits is activated. So you don't have to have the Hunter's monthly association pass, but your daily growth support one will enable you to basically have 8 of these. At like basic, I think it was just 2, now it's 4, and then if you have the daily growth support, it's 4. So that should like really tone down the amount of time that you're spending on these, especially as this gear is getting phased out by higher tier gears, because essentially you're trying to find a way to make that Workshop of Brilliant Light gear work on a lot of your players. So excuse me. So that's pretty good over there. They also changed a mileage system where you can obtain points on your Battlefield of Chaos. I'm a little pissed off about this because I didn't notice it and realize it when I was completing today, but notice that they've got the mileage system. So for the number of times that you clear this mission and you do it, you're now going to basically be able to get other rewards. And you notice over here at like 20 and then like repeatable at 5, you're going to be able to get those tier 3 gems. So those are really good, especially with the changes that's basically going on. I'm liking that one overall. So we talked about the crafting. We did talk about in that crafting, one of the things that they were changing specifically overall was the fusion. So I had held on to a lot of stuff because they basically told us to. So they changed the fusion system inside of here and the super success rate of skills. So now when you're basically combining those, the chance went from 35% before, for instance, for a heroic skill fusion to 45%. So I think effectively what this should enable is you to basically have better odds at getting some of these. So like you can see here, I saved up some of those. So like, you know, if I was to basically go and try for this, for instance, and I don't need these, I can basically use those and say, hey, I'm going to fuse these up and basically like get a better chance at legendaries. And right off the bat, the process worked. Now it's not on a skill that I necessarily it's not on a skill necessary that I want, but thank you anyways, because that will really help. And so you can see like that's going to increase my overall rating. Now I don't really use Crush and Blow that much, but it's not a bad skill overall, but to have it, cool. I've only gotten one other legendary, and so that should work out for your blessings and for your other things as well. So get to combining and fusing on those, and you'll probably have better rates at those, basically collecting them through and through. You know, I hope you saved up a whole lot of your stuff. So they also changed the stuff as well for the gem fusion. So like if you're holding on to really low rank gems, for instance, and you want to level those up to level 2 and or make those tries now, those have also been increased as well. So they've all essentially been given 10% increases from where they were previously. I'm really enjoying that overall. So lastly, let's finish off with the shop and go back in here and dig a little bit, because the shop has been added and changed as well. So you notice, like I pointed out to you, Soohyun's classic pack is available inside there. The Hunter Booster, her exclusive weapon pack is inside of here as well. The one thing I want to point out, and I'm going to figured out on these is the starter pack that they added. So they got the rate up draw special offer, $1.99 for 10 custom rate up tickets and 5 custom draw tickets. This is an excellent steal. The starter pack that's available inside here, well, if you didn't purchase these, they're available for you now as well. I purchased them already. And then we get like the starter parade pack that's inside here. This is absolutely amazing. So for essentially $25, you're going to get 65 of the rate up summon tickets throughout the pack, and then there's plenty of other type rewards in there, but 25 because you're getting some diamonds as well, which is crazy. I hadn't did a total count on the diamonds, but the 65 rate up tickets are really nice inside there overall. So go in there, take a look at that, because I think that's really good overall. We looked at the special. So the growth support inside here, they did add a workshop of brilliant life support package for 1,000 essence stone. So this can be purchased once weekly. You notice it comes with one workshop brilliant light invitation and then 10 melding cubes. I'm not exactly like pleased with this one, and I'm being honest with that one, just because like they've given us other ways and they've been very generous with these, and 1,000 essence stones isn't bad, but the gear drops inside of the workshop of brilliant light to me are still pretty terrible in terms of the substats, and with no way to essentially manipulate the substats of items, which should be a standard in my opinion in games at this point, it kind of sucks. It really does. So like if I showed you like my artifacts that I've basically gotten from the workshop of brilliant light, and you were to look at some of these, they just have some atrocious stats on them, and it's like, and I am grinding to try to get some good stats, but they are just shit. Terrible stats. I'm trying to be nice, guys. They got some terrible stats inside here. I'm not a huge fan of them, essentially what I'm saying here. And now this growth support pack will upgrade, so it's not that you're just purchasing the one, because you can purchase additional ones as well. So it'll go to stage 2 where you have to spend diamonds, and then you can go stage 3 and it has to spend more diamonds. You'll get some skill scrolls, some hunter monitor elixirs and things like that at the next stages. Depending on how you feel about those, hey man, have at it. Have at it if you want, you know what I mean? Have at it if that's what you want. There's supposed to be like a total purchase bonus inside of here for things as well. So one of the things I was pretty excited about was this. Scotty's now available inside the bonus items over here. So that's worth it to basically go get. And you notice that there's also 10 rate up draw tickets inside here. So you're going to get the free daily tickets inside of here. Make sure that you're collecting those. And then you notice that they have inside of here, we've got the rate up tickets and the 100. I always purchase these, to be perfectly honest with you, when they're in there, because they're great value. Can't complain about them at all in terms of what you're getting. So there's good. So I would basically go for those if you can. They're really good items. The other items necessarily don't have very good value on them, but I usually tend to just purchase like these 2 items so that way I can get to that 10th item if it's something I want. I won't go for Alicia Blanche at level 30. I just don't see anything necessary there for going in a bonus shop, but that's just me. Maybe somebody else has something more. The last thing that I wanted to go over for the shop was specifically taking a look at the parade pack. Where is that? The starter? No, I actually went over the starter parade pack already. Excuse me. So they did add and they changed up some of the story-based mission stuff that they've added inside the game. That was the last thing I wanted to go over. I don't know where my head was. Sorry, guys. So like the mission support rewards. So specifically, the one that they call out is like the reverse story packs. So where are those at? Is those here? I think it's over to the left. So like these reverse story packs, they've basically changed up some of the rewards that you were getting. So inside here, like you'll notice that now you can purchase those, and they do include rate up summon tickets, hunter designs and stuff like that. Those are pretty good overall. They did revamp the hard mode story clear packs as well. So like these have better rewards. You notice that has the renewed on them. And so here, this is pretty cool because like that $29.99 or whatever you're paying, if you cleared the hard mode story pack, these have basically been all revamped for better rewards in the game. So thank God for that, right? Like, I mean, if it's something you want, then something you get. So don't have a problem with that. So those are all the changes that are basically coming in, that basically came inside this update. I want to do some individual specific videos for you guys to show you some of the stuff, but I'm really happy with the direction Solo Leveling Arise has taken the game, and the developers have really been willing to listen to the players and implement changes that they have. I mean, the super success rate alone is like bingo dollars bing for me. So I'm really happy about that, guys. Let me know what you think about the update in the comment section below. Please take the time, like and subscribe. Until next time, guys, peace.